My new boss is the man I slept with years ago, and he has no idea we have a child together. The email notification pinged in my inbox like any other departmental announcement, but as I opened it and saw the photograph staring back at me, my world tilted sideways. There he was, Jacob older now, with laugh lines around his eyes that hadn't been there over a decade ago, but unmistakably the same man who had unknowingly changed the entire trajectory of my life in a single night. Please join me in welcoming Jacob Wong as our new department manager, the message read, complete with his impressive credentials and career highlights. I stared at the screen, my hands trembling slightly as memories flooded back. Memories of shared office space, late-night thesis discussions, and one evening that had started with congratulatory drinks and ended with me becoming a mother. My name is Elena, and at 38 I thought I'd left my graduate school days far behind me. But here was my past quite literally about to become my boss. It had been over 11 years since that night, but I remembered it with startling clarity. I was in my late 20s then, grinding through my PhD while sharing a cramped office with several other graduate students. Jacob was one of them, brilliant, easygoing, with that practical approach to life that made even the most stressful thesis deadlines seem manageable. He was Chinese, though Jacob wasn't his real name, just what he used during his time studying in Australia. When Jacob finally defended his dissertation successfully, we all decided to celebrate at the local pub. It was supposed to be a farewell party since he'd be returning to China within days. The drinks flowed, the conversation was lively, and somewhere between toasting his success and lamenting his departure, Jacob and I found ourselves drawn to each other in a way we never had during all those months of shared workspace. One thing led to another, as these stories often go. We spent the night together, not planned, not part of some grand romance, just two adults connecting in a moment of transition and celebration. When morning came, we were both slightly embarrassed but not regretful. He was leaving the country, I was staying to finish my degree. Seemed like a natural conclusion to a chapter of our lives. A few weeks later, when I realized I was pregnant, my first emotion wasn't panic but a strange kind of acceptance. I'd always wanted children, though not quite under these circumstances. But what struck me most wasn't my own situation, it was the realization that Jacob had a right to know he was going to be a father.
Full story in the link below.